This week I am 38 weeks pregnant. The time is flying by, which only means I have 13 days till my due date. Hooray! It's a bit crazy. I'm still working. Lots of people have been asking when my due date is, so it's officially the 29th of November 2016, which leaves me 13 days till my due date. Today was my 38-week midwife appointment, so I'll go through all of that with you in a second. Also, the symptoms that I've been having are pretty much the same as last week. My leg syndrome, my restless leg syndrome, has finally calmed down a bit. I haven't had any of it this week, so that is fantastic. I've been having a lot of pain in my stomach though, where the baby's feet have been pushing out my side a bit too hard, which kind of is uncomfortable. It's a bit achy. I have to rub her foot back in so she doesn't push it out so much. It's starting to feel like a bruise because it's in the same place every time. It's a bit horrible. Also, when I have been sat down for a bit long, when I go to stand up, I am desperate for a wee. It must be where the baby then slides back down into my pelvis and it's pushing on my bladder, so I have to run to the toilet like super fast. So that is kind of uncomfortable as well. But apart from that, it's alright. As you can tell, I am full of cold still. The kids have been coming in with the greenest of noses. It's really, really gross. But you just have to deal with it. I get just everything from them. I'm doing all right though. I haven't been sick or anything like that. There is a virus going around at the minute, so thankfully, touch wood, I don't want anything else. My stretch marks have started to grow again a bit on the other side of my belly button now. It's kind of a faint one, not as dark as my purple one that I showed you last week, but I'll show you again on the belly shot a bit later of how that's going. My belly button is completely popped out when the baby's right behind it, and foot pushes it. It's really, really gross. I don't know if I can get it on the belly shot later, but if she's doing it, it just pops right out. It's like, ooh, it's not nice to watch. I've noticed that my nails have been really bad this week. They are super, super thin. Really bendy. They flake all the time, and then when they're really dry they just snap off. So I am doing my gel nails tonight to try and recover what I can and get them a bit stronger. I'm not sure why it's happening just all of a sudden randomly. They've been perfect for the whole of this pregnancy, and my hair has started to get loads of split ends as well, so I'm not sure if the baby's taken all my goodness out of me and I'm left with all the rubbish, because I'm also getting a couple of breakouts as well, so who knows. As for the shower situation, if you have been watching my other videos, you know that I am super dizzy in the shower. I still can't go in the shower without someone being in the house, just because if I go to faint, I'm on my own. I haven't actually fainted yet, and I, fingers crossed, will not do it. But my other half has still been washing my hair, drying my hair, helping me in and out of the shower, just because I go completely, my eyes just go funny. It's really weird, and my legs go to jelly and I start shaking and everything as if I haven't got enough sugar. So yeah, I've been so thankful for him to help me out as well. Thank you if you're watching. This week I have been sent an email from a company called Naturelli. Fingers crossed I said it right. They are sending me a few samples, so hopefully in the next coming weeks, Monkey and myself will be doing a taste test on their jelly pouches, they're called. They also give a percentage of their earnings to a lovely charity, so I will give all of the information when we do the video, but I'm super excited. As for the midwife visit, everything was absolutely normal. I had the same lady as I did last time, even though I missed my last appointment. It was the lady from before. So my next appointment now will be at 40 weeks, and it's with another midwife because this midwife is now going on holiday, so it's a bit all over the place of who I've got. I don't think I've met the next midwife, so who knows what she's going to be like, but excited. So I just wanted to show you some of the notes that they do from our surgery. When I say surgery, I don't mean like cutting me open or anything like that. It's my doctor's surgery. So they have started to measure the size of the baby. So all they do is lie me down onto the bed in the doctor's room, and then they measure from the top of the baby, which is right the way up here, right the way down to my pelvis bone with a little tape measure. And she writes down how many weeks I am to what size she's got on the tape measure. So what they do is, this is the centimetres and this is the weeks that I am. So when it first started, I was 28 weeks and a few days, and the baby was measuring on the 50th centile line. So that is an average size for the baby at that time when I went in. So then the next time I was 34 weeks, and the baby had grown just a bit more than what they were expecting, which is totally normal, perfectly fine. Then I would have had my 36 one, but it's missing, so they haven't got anything there. And then my 38 one this week, which was right here. So the baby has now started to even out, sort of thing. The only way that they would get worried is if the baby then all of a sudden drops down to here or goes sky high up here. And then I would have to go and do a growth scan. But she's totally fine with it at the minute, so that's perfect. What else can I show you from inside of here? These are all the exciting pages because they're the ones that have got all the labour details on. So I'm waiting for them to fill that in. I don't know. Well, it's basically just a load of information that they've got. And loads of general names of words that I might not know, and then it tells you what the meanings are. Mine is full of printouts because I've forgot my notes so many times when I've been to the midwife. I just get too excited and then I'm running out the house like, what am I supposed to bring? It's fine. Especially when I went to the scans. That was really awkward because they had to print it out and I had to wait a bit longer. So I was like, sorry. But yeah, it's just a general how I'm doing, what I'm doing as a job, what my other half's doing as a job. Do we have support? Have we got any illnesses? Everything is written in here, so it's lovely. And then it's nice to look back on it later as well. But if this is your first pregnancy and you do have one of these, if you wanted to keep the size that the baby is, make sure you take a picture, because after your birth they will keep hold of these themselves. You don't actually get to keep them, which is what I was a bit disappointed with my last pregnancy, because they didn't tell me that and I never got them back. But luckily I did take a picture. So just make sure when you're coming up to the end of your pregnancy, you do take pictures of whatever you want, because you won't be able to keep it. So also that's happened this week is Monkey came home from nursery the other day and he went to his nan's, and they actually went out to the shops for a bit and took him out in places like that. And he came home and he was so excited and he ran to me, mummy, 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 and I was like, what's happened, what's happened? So I said, what is it, what is it, what have you got? And he was so excited to give it to the baby, and he's bought her a little photo frame. Isn't it the cutest thing ever? He's just so ready to have a baby sister. It's so unbelievable how much he's come on in the past couple of weeks. Well, months really. But yeah, I'm just super excited now, and hopefully she'll be here with us soon. I don't really want to go over, but the midwife did say that she'll put me down for a sweep on my 40 weeks with her. And I don't want one. I've had one before. It's really awkward, but... And it didn't help. I had 2 sweeps, one where they came to my house and one when I was in the doctor's, and they didn't work. The only way I went into labour last time was curb walking, where literally I had one on the road and 1 foot on the curb, and I was hobbling backwards and forwards to rock the baby. And I went around and I walked and walked. It must have been an hour, maybe 2, with my mum, and it got me into labour, but I was 2 weeks overdue. And I don't want that again. Fingers crossed she comes early. I'm starting to think how much everything's actually going to change in the next like 2 weeks. It's starting to freak me out a bit, but I'm so excited. It's crazy. I just feel like everything that's happening is sort of changing now anyway. With Monkey as well, he is starting to go through different phases, so that's sort of changing, and I don't know, everything's sort of clicking into place. I just find it like, with all of our routines at the minute, it's so simple. Like our morning routine, our in the middle of the day routine, and our nighttime routine, we've got them so set, and everybody knows what they're doing, and everybody knows what jobs they do and things like that, that when the baby comes in, it's going to sort of flip it upside down, and we'll all be like, what are we doing? That sort of thing. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to pan out and how everything's going to work, because even like now, you can't plan anything because you just don't know. With Christmas coming up, I can't really plan to take Monkey to like a grotto that we took him last year, because you have to plan it in so much in advance that could be the day that we go into labour, and I'm just like, oh, so what are we doing? Nothing is sort of planned in the long run, but you kind of know where you're going. Sorry about the light as well, because the outside, I will show you in a minute, it is horrendously dark and cloudy. It's been raining all day, so I've got the inside lights on, and it just makes me look like as if I've got a glowing head sort of thing, so to keep coming closer. But yeah, I'm kind of really excited to just get it all going now. I feel like I've been pregnant for not as long as I was with Monkey, but for a really long time now. With Monkey, it was spread over 2 years. So I was like pregnant in September and we had him the following July. Whereas this has all happened in the 1 year. It kind of feels rushed, if that makes sense. It's really confusing, but I'm so ready for it now. I really am. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm super heavy and I really don't want to move anymore. So like with my work and stuff like that, I'm obviously asking everybody for help, as I was anyway, but it's kind of, I can't really bend over as much. I can't really pick up the toys as much as I used to, just because of the weight of the belly is actually stretching my skin, and it's really sore. But apart from that, it's going really well. And then I don't want to not be pregnant because I'm enjoying it so much. So it's just all over the place. My head is going crazy thinking, what am I doing? But yeah, I just love... So if you did like this catch up, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you all soon. Bye! This is our outside at the minute, and look how grey it is. It's horrible. All the children want to go outside and play, and we just can't.